Welcome to y'all family. I'm back again with my next video. So the first video, the previous video was dealing with again the word Barbie. Again, we are still in this whole Barbie theme, this realm, and with the new Barbie movie coming out, and me kind of breaking down the Barbie intellectual property from both patents, trademarks, as well as copyright. In this video, I'll be talking about the Barbie intellectual property with regard to trademarks. Now, this is interesting because I saw a video on, and this is why you have to, again, just listen to me, hear me out on this one. This is why you have to go with gurus who understand what is going on and really know the ins and outs of something, as opposed to these internet gurus, these social media gurus, who are maybe telling you something, but they're not telling you the whole picture, and they're telling you something that's going to end you up in court being sued. So in another video, I'm actually going to show you how the parent company, Mattel, who owns this Barbie intellectual property, they are very, very, they have an itchy hand to bring suit against people for infringing their different intellectual property, as they should, because this Barbie stuff brings in almost $2 billion a year for them. So yeah, in the video, she was saying that, hey, she's teaching people how to take advantage and be able to kind of take advantage of this whole Barbie thing and be able to sell products and images and stuff like that. And she's saying that, hey, she seems like she's acknowledging that Barbie has a copyright on the actual picture of Barbie. And she actually, Barbie, and she actually says in the video that they own over 1,600 trademarks. And then she goes on to say, hey, this is how you can circumvent uh, copyright infringement on if you sell a shirt with essentially a massage or a modified Barbie looking figure, but the actual shirt that you're selling still has the word Barbie on it. So yeah, you're not committing maybe copyright infringement, but you better believe if you are selling a shirt that that has the actual word Barbie on it, you're committing trademark infringement. You're opening yourself up for liability at that point. So in this video, I am going to pretty much show you how to do a trademark search, and then we're also going to look at the number of some of the trademarks that Mattel has on the word Barbie. So let's get started here. So let me share my screen here. There you go. I actually want to go back to the beginning here so I can show you how I got on this screen. Let me add it to it. I think we're set. So if you go to the test database, go to Google, type in TESS test, and this is the trademark electronic search system. So it's pretty much what the United States Patent and Trademark use to conduct searches, or if you want to find whether or not some type of logo or a short phrase is trademark protected, you can do so using this system. And stepping back, I want to kind of be able to show you how a trademark differs from a patent or a copyright. My earlier video, I'm saying patents are something that has some type of utility aspect to it. It's useful. You can use it in some way. A trademark is not that. So I know a lot of people come to me and say, hey, I have a logo that I want to get a patent on. And I'm like, that's not a patent. That's a trademark. A trademark is something that is a short phrase. It can be a word and it can be a logo, but ultimately it's identifying the source of the goods. So for example, say if you ride down the street and you see a McDonald's logo, you love McDonald's. You're like, man, let me pull into this parking lot and I'm going to get your mouth watering. You're like, man, I'm about to kill these chicken nuggets, fries. I'm gonna get me a McFlurry. And then you pull up to the window, you get your food, and there's nothing like the McDonald's that you have brought yourself to be accustomed to. You're going to be mad at that point. You're going to complain to McDonald's because you're like, hey, I saw the golden arches, I saw the word McDonald's, I saw y'all trademarks, and for me, that was good enough. That identified the food that I was about to get, that it was going to be associated with the McDonald's franchise. And that's essentially what a trademark does. It identifies the goods with the owner of those goods. So that's a reason the reason you protect your intellectual property from a trademark perspective. And again, a trademark is a logo, it's a short phrase, and it is it can be a word. Now, if you're talking about, hey, I want to trademark a book, that's not a trademark. That is a copyright. We're going to talk about that in my next video. So let's click on trademark electronic search system. Here it is. We're going to talk about a basic word mark search. So this is pretty much if you want to see whether or not a short phrase or a word is trademark. If you want to do a design, then you'll do, either this or, this one or this one. And to be honest with you, the United States Patent and Trademark, that database is a little more sketchier, in my opinion, when it comes to trying to search on whether or not a logo is is protected. So you may want to supplement that search with, just Google typing in maybe a word, and then clicking images to kind of scour the internet and see if that word is actually protected and has the R in a circle, which means that is a registered mark. If you see a R in a circle at the bottom of the mark. So for this one, we're going to click basic word mark search, and we're going to type Barbie. So typically, if I'm actually doing a search for a client, I would say live and dead because I want to pull everything. But since this is only used for informational purposes, I just want to click live, which means I want to see the marks that are active. I don't want to see the marks that once were active and now are abandoned, which you would get if you click live and dead. It's going to give you the active marks, as well as going to give you the marks that are dead or that at one point were active and now are dead. Again, for this video, I just want to see the live marks that are associated with the word Barbie. So you can see it's 85 records. It's 85, so it's a number of them. And let's click away here. Let's click on the first couple of them. You can tell again, Mattel Corporation, which is a Delaware corporation that owns this intellectual property for Barbie. So we know that this is on the actual Barbie because it's owned by Mattel. And this is on fruit snacks, interestingly enough. So the way this works is when you file for a trademark application, you have to file for a particular class. You can file for a number of classes, and that's going to be more expensive as you include more and more classes into your trademark application. You can also go back later and add more classes if finances are an issue at that point in time. But when you are initially filing for a trademark, and I kind of suggest this to my clients, if money is an issue, you at least want to start with the actual classes that you are operating in or dealing with the most. So, for example, if you have you're selling shirts and you want to trademark a name so that you can put on your shirt and sell it, and keep others from essentially keep others from selling it, then you would do the class that's associated with apparel, which I think is class 25. So for this particular class, again, going back to Barbie, they have a trademark for the word Barbie, which sees it the standard character mark for the class that's dealing with fruit snacks, which is interesting. I'm not seeing any Barbie fruit snacks coming out or out, but that's not to say that they can't have them. So again, this is another one. So we again, Barbie is owned by Mattel, so we know this is more likely than not dealing with the Barbie Barbie doll. You see, you have entertainment, theatrical productions. So they're using this trademark again for the Barbie movie, for example. Perfect example. The movie is Barbie, and they are this trademark was exactly for the movie Barbie. As you can see, the class that it was protected in is theatrical productions as well as television shows. So you may have some Barbie television shows coming out here. So we have a couple more. Let's see here. Construction toys. Look at what do you know? Mattel Inc. Corporation, Delaware Corporation. Again, the standard word mark for Barbie, and they protected this particular Barbie word mark in the class of construction toys, which makes sense seeing as though they're selling Barbie dolls. Computer hardware, tablets, computers. So again, if you have a tablet and you're trying to buy a Barbie covering for it, Mattel has you covered. So you can see, man, they're not playing when it comes to this mark Barbie. They have it in a number of different trademarks in a number of different classes. Let's click on the next list and see what other classes they have it in. As you can tell, all this is Barbie. Now, I would bet, I'm not going to click on all of these, but I would bet that this is Mattel Corporation, and this is what we know as the Barbie mark. I'm going to click on a few of them. Okay, here we go. Hey, I know we're all interested, or we're all we're used to seeing this Barbie the logo. Again, it's Mattel Corporation. It's a word mark. You got the stylized forms of the actual word mark. This was filed back in 98 and issued or registered in 2002. And this is, yeah, so this is your apparel, your apparel class 25. You can see, man, jackets, sweatshirts, sweatpants, t-shirts, shorts, blouses, pants. They're protecting this word Barbie. So anything that you put on a piece of apparel that's listed here and you sell it, you are potentially liable for trademark infringement, which is why the other video, the video that I talked about at the beginning of the stream, that the lady saying, okay, yeah, you can, massage the actual picture of Barbie so that it doesn't look like the copyrightable version of Barbie, but as long as it still has that word Barbie on it, you're not going to be liable for copyright infringement. But you are going to be liable for trademark infringement if you have a shirt with the word Barbie on it, even though the picture is a picture that's not protected. So, man, just be mindful. And Barbie sent you that cease and desist letter. Don't say I didn't tell you so. Let's see here. Is this Barbie? Okay, Mattel. So, again, they have it for sunglasses, night lights, bicycle lights. So again, man, this corporation, they are really protecting this word Barbie in so many different classes. So again, just be careful if you think you're going to pull a fast one, try to take advantage and start selling things with the word Barbie on it, and think that you're not committing trademark infringement or copyright infringement or even patent infringement. You better go check with a patent attorney or a trademark attorney or intellectual property attorney to make sure that you're not committing infringement. So I thought this was good, and hopefully you learned something on how to perform a trademark search. So let me stop sharing. I'm back now. So this is the end of this video. So my next video will talk about copyrights, and we'll go through and look at some intellectual property that Mattel has on the word Barbie in the copyright section. So I'll be back with you soon.